the sophistication that people have to use to cook amphetamines, fentanyl, isn't all that much. You know, they can really do it any place. The main thing is open air because when they do it in closed spaces, like say houses, stuff like that, that's when explosions happen, gases, fumes, whatever you want to call it, get trapped. So they obviously prefer to cook outside, and that's what they do here. But what's getting interesting about this is the normal places that they've cooked for a long time. Now with drones, you know, it's changed things. They can watch over large areas and find, you guys already know, you know what I'm saying, with infrared, whatever they want to run the military, it's not hard to find someone cooking a bunch of stuff out in the middle of nowhere. Now, they found a meth lab that was actually floating in the mangroves, but completely on water. It was in like 6, 7 feet of water, like where it was actually at. It had a walkway, you know, going up there. I'll see if I can get a picture of it. I'll put it on the thumbnail. And then you see like the 55-gallon drums, you know, and all their cooking equipment and stuff like that. It's impressive to say the least that they were able to construct that like they did, and it looks. If you guys see it, doesn't look like how do I say construction. Like the look of it almost is the same color as the surrounding area. So they did a really good job camouflaging it too. And I see this as a new thing. Like there's lots of mangroves and lots of swamps and areas like that where people can't walk. It's just hard to get to. But the people who know them, you know, to navigate them and stuff, they know to build things there and where to build things. Excuse me, and they do. You know, this is just the first time they've caught it. And actually, what's behind this, you might ask? Well, with the war between Chapo and Mayo, basically what happens, let's say this area where they've got this lab was controlled by Mayo's people. That means that area, Chapo's people, the Chapitos, have bought the government, and they're pressuring them to break the labs of Mayo, and vice versa. You see an area with Mayo controls the government, and they're breaking Chapo's labs. You know what I'm saying? We already know what's happening. It's a good way to hit your competition, and the military also has to have results with this war on drugs, right? They have to bring something home, and hitting labs and stuff is a big thing because everyone knows they're all over Culiacan. Everyone who wants to get money knows that they can go cook for like a month or a couple of weeks and get half a year's worth of what would be a normal job's pay. No joke. So there's a lot of people that go do that for a season, you know, if you want to call it that, and disappear, you know, for a while. You just won't see them because they can't leave. Once they're there, you camp there, you sleep there, you eat there. The cartel will not risk you going, giving away the location, or getting caught and getting tortured by the military or something, and then giving away the location that way. So they just keep once you show up, you're there until your job's done and you're not needed anymore, or it's your time to go home, which you agreed on. Um, there's really no exceptions. Like, of course, obviously, if a family member died, something like that, of course, but then they wouldn't pay you as, they'd be like, well, you worked half, here's half. You guys understand what I mean? That would be about the only way is if someone in your family died or something like that. They have a heart too here, so they'd let you go home. But besides that, no, and they probably wouldn't let you come back. You know, lots of people have been out there and they lose family members and they just don't say anything. They just tough it out and they don't tell anyone about it. Because a lot of people can see things like that as a kind of, it sounds horrible, but a sign of weakness is what it is. Now, these labs are extremely important because those pills that are killing everybody in the United States, the M30s, this is where they're being cooked and then pressed into these fake pills. So by them, hitting each other's labs, of course it's going to affect, but they have so many damn labs, you guys, I don't think you can even imagine how many labs they have. If they lose one, they got 100 more, 1,000 more. It's constantly producing. It's a constant trickle of drugs, and it all is the United States, the main part. Some of it goes to Europe, but the United States is the largest consumer of Mexican narcotics. And it's gotten to the point now where fentanyl is, starting to replace heroin. And it's crazy. It's going to have lots of effects on the economy and how people live and how they've been living for a long time. Um, crazy world we live in, everybody, is what it is. Floating meth labs. Have a good one. That like button, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna hurt you. Smash on it. Subscribe. Hit on that notification bell. Have a good one, everybody. Love and respect from Sonora.